Hello ladies and gentlemen, today with BK. Today I am showing you this tonneau cover that I installed. It's from Truck to Go. That's truck number 2 GO, so Truck to Go. They have this and it's a tonneau, it's a retractable style, and it's for the 2007 through 2024 Chevrolet Silverado or GMC Sierra 1500. It's called the Recoil Retractable Tonneau Cover. So what I did was, to be very fair, Truck to Go wants me to do a review on this, and I just wanted to have it for a little bit and see. We drove down to Orlando with the cover, and due to my fault, I did something that made it keep popping open and just going up a little bit open. And I'm going to show you here in a second what I mean by that. But other than that, it was great. At the hotel, we fixed it. What it is they come with a bar that you can put at the end here, and that bar shows you that where this needs to be spaced at the end. Was very good up front, but this section I had a little bit unspaced, or a little bit less of a, or a little bit more of a gap, I should say. And what happened is we'd vibrate as driving, it would pop open, but it'd stop at the next one. I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. So once we pushed this in, I didn't have that bar with me while we were on that trip. So, but once we pushed this in, it never gave us a problem. I sealed it, or excuse me, it seals very well. And if you're looking at it, I just put some, I was basically cleaning it off just to make it look better. But this is all aluminum. And let's see what, I'm curious too. I put the drains in there. Let's see what it looks like. So as you can see, a little bit of water on the edges. I mean, that's because you've got this little gap right here where some of this water can get in. And I may put some type of something there, but they did their darnest to keep this from happening. And I mean, it's a great system. What I did was I pulled out the factory covers here, and I use their tubing, and it runs down and it comes out from underneath. So all you have to do is you can actually go like this, and it rolls all the way back, and then it locks itself. If you look back in there, it locks itself once it hits that section. If you look back here, we have just a little bit of water. I think that's just a residual of some of this water when I opened it. But as you see how dry it is, I mean, they're very proud of how dry their things are. Like this just came off of this as I did that. So I bought these bars as well. Where did I get these bars? At Lowe's. They have them in their section. I forget what aisle I can say. But these are really good. I put one here and one there. It holds the luggage, groceries we got today, everything. Just keeps it in place. And it's so easy. It's a ratcheting style, and they just unloosen real easy, and you can move them around. Unfortunately, they're not long enough to go from this end of the bed inside to that end. So that's the only thing. But I'll do a separate review on those as well. But I'll leave it here just in case. But if I take it off, and you'll see, I'm just going to use one hand here, because it's locked already. See, you can actually lock it in that section. And that's nice, because if you have to put trash in here or something that's taller, you know, fuel cans or whatever, you're able to have that section closed off, but this is open. But that's where it would stop. But it always locks right there. And it's a good solid lock. And this is nice. I have seen some of them where you have to turn this. I can imagine that would be a pain after a while. So I love their way of this locking, and then when it goes unlocking all the way back, it locks. That's just a really good design. These, I'm gonna undo it again. You can see it's very smooth. I can make it, let's see if we can show you here. Come on. Well, we'll get over here. You can see the rabbit and the tortoise. The rabbit's a little messed up, the sticker, the decal. But to the right is a small hexagon bolt. You can actually turn that and make it slower, faster opening. The only thing I had to do was inside, I'm gonna get up in here. I do like how it seals all the way across here. I'm a Chevy guy. I hate that it covered the Chevrolet, but hey, that's a small thing. But the company that makes it is Syneticusa. Unfortunately, it is produced in China, but it's shipped here to the US. So get up here, kind of show. This is the only amount of space that you're going to lose. As you can see, the bed here. But I think that's a lot of room. You're still able to put things under. I mean, I bought a table for my wife when we were in Florida, and we were able to put it under here. It was dry the whole time. So that's nice. But if you look here, I had to create these drains down here. They give you this, and they give you the screw-on style under here, if you can see it. And that drain, I used a reducer. I think it's 3/4 to, I don't remember, maybe 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. And then I went out the factory holes there. I did not want to drill any new holes. So this is the coupling that I bought. It's the reducing coupling, 3/4 to 1/2 inch. I knew it was around 1/2 inch, but I couldn't get my brain to work today. So this is the one I found in Lowe's that I think worked really well. This is the tubing that they give to you in your kit, and this is pretty tight, as you can see. Well, once you get all that on, that's not going to leak. You can see it's a good seal. Then I bought this. Altogether, this would have been about 12 bucks to get all this. So I had to put a little bit into it, but that's because I prefer not to drill into my bed. You know, they give you the recommendation, drill in into your bed. I'm not going to do that. I like this bed liner that comes from the factory. And so this is the clear vinyl tubing, inner diameter 3/8 inch, outer 1/2. And I didn't need that much, but there are other things I like to do with automotive and home that I can use this for. But as you can see, this is very tight. There, it's on there, right? Then it's very tight when it gets down to that hole. So what I did was I cut a notch out so it folds onto itself. Then I got it. Once you get it in the hole, it'll expand back and just push it down. I probably have, I would say, about 2 inches down underneath the truck. And when we were spraying it, you could see the water draining down. So that's the kit that I used. Regarding this bar is not installed onto this bed. The only thing it's for is to check snugness. So if I put it in here, right here, you put this on there, you can see how I have it very snug. See, it's like very snug all the way to the end. I don't want to put it all the way in there. But I didn't have that. I had a little gap where it was going back and forth. I thought, oh, that'll be fine. But what that did was, if you come over here and look, see how the lock's got a little bit of marring on it? That's because these were spread out just enough where from vibration, it would pop off of there and then go to the next one. So now it's very solid, very good. You know, this, I'm really pleased. See how solid that is. So I'm really pleased with the way this is. And that's the quickest drain. And we were washing this thing off. You could see it draining down there. So this is a really great locking system. Real easy to mess with. Once you get it on there, real easy. Locks it really down against the bed. I really like it. I mean, it's just been great. When we go on our trip, it was great on the trip. We were, like earlier, getting groceries. But what I feel like this little locking here, which is really nice. And when you're trying to get yourself in and out of the truck, as you can see, this is a 2023 Silverado. I like this electric bed, but I wish it was the trifold. And so if you, what I like is you just pull it back and it locks. It's very solid. I am pleased with Truck2Go customer service. I had one little problem. It was a seal that when it came, you can't see it now, but it'd be on the other side. But imagine this seal right here was folded in, but since it pressed against the box, they folded in to keep it from getting messed up in the box. But in the box, it had a crease in it, almost cut it. And I called them within 3 days. I got the replacement. And they ask you how things going. I've had a lot going on. I'm not a person who wants to review something as soon as I put it in. I want to make sure it works. So the biggest thing that we need to think about, if you have these power gates, you know, that power gate is like anything else nowadays. Power windows, whatever, it stops when it feels something resisting. So when you bring this up, you know, a little bit on these trucks, they'll lift up automatically. Well, you can see it is sealed right here. That took a little bit of pushing back and forth because this gate would stop and come back down thinking it was resistance. So as you can see, there's this gap here. I'm going to probably put something like a foam piece or something in there. And but I mean, I sprayed this thing. I mean, we sprayed it. Just like a rain, if you're driving, it's going to come off quickly. I took a hose and I actually was soaking it a few minutes ago. These are the drain holes for back here. You can take this out, this weather stripping out, and you can buy their locking system and put a rack on this. If you go to Truck to Go, they'll get a rack system and you can put things on that rack. This one is rated for, I think, 500 pounds. I'm not sure I would be putting 500 pounds on that. In the corners maybe, but overall it has really held up well. You know, about 1,500 miles so far with it on it. So go to Truck to Go, get you one. I don't have any type of discount code. I wish I did. I would tell you that, but it'll be in the description. And stay tuned. We're going to go more in depth. I hope that everyone has a good day. Today with BK out.